Oh my gosh, guys, we're back. It's literally been a day. I am filming this because I'm going to Europe next Monday, so I realized that I'm not going to be able to edit one and make a video next Monday, so this is a week in advance. But I had so many things I wanted to talk about that I was like, this is fine. Like, I can do this earlier. But, oh my gosh, let's get into it. This is my podcast. Gosh, guys, sometimes I can't, like, I'm just cringing myself out right now. And also, hopefully this cord isn't too loud on the mic. I realized last time I was recording that it was so, like, you could hear it moving around the entire time, and I was like, freak, like, I gotta fix that next time. But I'll try to be more mindful about it. Anyways, this is my podcast, Caffeine and Confessions. I always cringe myself out doing that, giving myself the ick. It's fine. Today I'm amped up because I just had a Celsius. I just tried this flavor today, sparkling fruit punch edition. Never tried it. It literally tastes like fruit punch with like Celsius flavor, because Celsius has like its own taste, you know. New favorite probably. I usually drink the strawberry guava. Is that what it is? I don't know. That's my all-time go-to though. But this one, I think this is gonna be my new favorite. So if you guys want any recommendations on energy drinks, this is a good one. Not sponsored, obviously, because I'm not big enough for that. Okay. Anyways, let's get into it. First of all, I saw a video the other day on Instagram, and if you know me, you know my favorite artist is Tyler Creator since I was literally 15. I am his biggest fan, and I'm not like a fangirl. Like, I don't fangirl over stuff like to the extreme amount like some girls do, where it's like, oh my gosh, like, do you have a life? I just am obsessed because every album he's come out with, I've liked every song. I mean, there are some in like Wolf and just like his older ones, I don't love all of them, but everything, like his like Igor, Call Me If You Get Lost, Chromacopia, every song, guys, and that is why I'm so obsessed. Anyways, I was on Instagram the other day, and his like a thing came up, and it was like him saying that he doesn't like podcasts, and then like we need to get rid of podcasting for people, and I was like, bro, I'm literally about to start one this week. It actually made me so sad. I was like, buddy, if you had a podcast, I'd be listening every day. You're like actually hilarious. So literally broke my heart with that one. Please have your own podcast, and you'll get the hype. It's fun. I wanted to talk about like transitioning after high school, and one of my old friends, Kenna, one of my sister's friends, I don't know, should I name drop you? I'll ask her before I post this, but she was like, I love how you, like, it made me feel less alone that you talked about, like, not having friends and not having an old friend group anymore, and it just made me feel less alone. And I was like, yes, oh my gosh, guys, when you're out of high school, it's like the worst. It is the worst time. Period. That year was the worst period of my life. I think that was my downfall. I mean, it wasn't my downfall. I low-key had a glow up that year, but like I hated that year. It was my least favorite year of my life. But I got that glow up, you know? But that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because my life sucked. So yes, like, you just naturally will lose all your friends. Even if you guys are going to the same colleges, say you guys go to different dorms, whatever, like, you're living in different areas and you just don't keep in touch anymore, it just happens naturally, and you can't take offense to it because it's going on for everyone. Like, I swear, like, all my friends after I graduated my senior year, and I didn't know what to do with myself because I also stopped playing tennis because I got really burnt out. So I was like, who am I? Oh my gosh, like, I don't know what to do anymore. Like, and then I got into my half marathon running phase, and that took over. That was a moment, I still run, but not to the extreme lengths as I was, because it was not healthy. I was low-key just going through a really, really bad time, and so I started doing that. So yeah, pick up a hobby if you are having the worst year of your life, because it will save you. It saved me. Oh, and you know what also saved me? Freaking music. Guys, I think I'm normal, but sometimes I'm just like, I realize that music doesn't have the same effect on other people that it does on me, because I have met multiple people that don't even have a favorite artist, don't even have like playlists on their Spotify, whatever, yada yada. I'm like, how are you living? Like, if I don't listen to music in my car, when I'm about to go to bed, in the shower, like, I think I listen to it all day. Like, does this mean I'm like depressed or something? I don't know. But if I don't listen to music, like, I think if I didn't have music in my life, I might commit. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, feeling alone and like just finding yourself the year after you get out of high school, because really in high school you kind of just follow the trends, and you have a friend group and you kind of know who you are, but you actually you actually don't. Like, when you get out, you realize you really didn't know, because for me at least, who I was basically tennis, and I tried to make it not who I was. But when I was playing freaking 6 hours a day, and that was every day, and I didn't go to any social events or anything, like, yes, that is who I was, because that's what you do with your time, You are what you do with your time. So you can be whoever you want. That's what I was going to get to. You can literally do anything you want right now. It's the best age for that. And like, what am I trying to say? You also don't have to do anything. Like right now, say that you're planning on going to this college and getting your major in this. Like, if you decide in 2 weeks that you don't want to do that, you don't have to do it. I feel like there's so much pressure to get started on stuff so early that people are like, oh my gosh, like, if you find what you want to do super early, like, you got to stick to it, like, so you can get it finished and you'll be ahead of everyone. Like, stop worrying about that, guys. If you don't want to do something anymore, don't do it. I literally told everyone that I was going to move to Hawaii, and I had a full-blown meltdown and drove to California, and now I'm here living with my parents. So you can say and tell people that you're doing something and totally like change your mind the next week, because that's me. That was me for the last 2 years, and no shame, guys. No shame. Let's see. Also, this is another big one. I think, like, people choose certain things to do with their life. Okay, how do I word this? Freak me. Like, okay. Like, they pick certain places to go, or like what they want to do with their life. Fuck, guys. What am I trying to say? I don't know. The point I'm trying to make is, like, everyone needs to stop seeking validation, because once you stop seeking validation from others and what everyone else is, like, into and, like, thinks is cool, and then if you do it, then you're considered cool. Like, if we just took that equation out, everyone would be so much happier with what they're doing in life without feeling like people need to praise them for what they're doing. Like, I don't know. Because when I was choosing my career path, like, I was like, oh, I'm going to do hair. Oh, now I'm going to do nails. Now I'm going to be a tattoo artist. Now I'm going to be a pilot. Like, I was, like, giving all these ideas and waiting for people to tell me what they thought was best. Like, and I would low-key go off of that. Guys, stop taking, like, you can ask people for, like, their opinions, but don't take it to heart. Like, stop being so serious. Whatever you want to do, you want to do. Like, just do what you want to do. Stop asking people if this is the right way to go, or like get their reactions of what you're going to say, because it's not going to help you. And even if you do whatever they think you should, you're not going to be happy, because it's not what you actually wanted to do. Even if it doesn't make a lot of money, or even if it does make bank, like, stop using that as your determining factor whether you're going to do it or not, because you'll find ways to make money. It's just like, that's just life. Like, you'll have to. All right, let's get off this topic and let's go back to the music thing. Oh my gosh, music, guys. This is low-key boring, but it's maybe for you guys, but not for me. I love music. It's literally saved my life. I'm not even kidding. Tyler, number 1. Rex Orange County, number 2, saved my life. 3, Billie Eilish. People are gonna be like, oh my gosh, Billie Eilish, what the freak, she's a basic bitch. No, I'm not, guys. I've liked Billie Eilish since I was like 13, and I was going through a rough time when I was transitioning from moving to California to Utah. She saved my life. It's crazy because people don't think music has as much like effect on you as it does. Because if you are depressed and you're constantly listening to sad music, you will stay in the hole. Like, there's no getting out. So I noticed when I was like my lowest point in my life and I was listening to depressing music and I switched it and I was at the gym and I was like, I'm not listening to depressing music today. I'm going to listen to my hype music. I immediately felt so much better. So if you're listening to this and you have been depressed and you just constantly it's good sometimes, it's like comforting sometimes, but if you're doing it every day, oh, it's so bad for you. It's so bad. I love car rides, sad music car rides, yes, but if you're trying to listen to sad music while you're trying to do something like motivating or like a workout, like, oh, it's not good on your mental. So let's stop that and let's start listening to happier music so we all can be happier. I was actually thinking about getting into music therapy when I was looking at what I wanted to do for like career-wise, and I honestly, it's not a big enough thing yet, but I kind of still want to maybe try and do something with that, because honestly, it can really help people out. Anyways, let's continue because this is probably a boring subject for most of you. Long-term relationships and how I feel about them, guys. I've been in 2 long-term relationships since I was 15, so I would know a lot. Let's see, what do I have to say about them? Depending on the age, I feel like it's different for everyone. When I was 15 and dating my first boyfriend, my parents were like, what are you doing? Everyone was telling me, like, after I dated him for a year or over a year, they're like, what are you doing? You're not going to marry this guy. You guys don't even know what love is. You don't know what it means. Can you shut the fuck up? Because yes, we do. Honestly, it's just crazy. When I look back at it, and I'm almost 20 now, and no regrets, guys. And people regret it because, like, they miss out on certain high school activities and they didn't do as much as they should have. You have the rest of your life. If you feel like you're gonna peak in high school because, like, you missed out on every opportunity ever because you had a boyfriend, guys, how many more years are we living? You guys are fine. You could have done your long-term relationship in college or past college or when you're 40 and broke up with them. Like, it's gonna be the same thing. And honestly, I regret none of it because when I was dating him, we basically grew up together. So the relationship was great. I mean, until it wasn't, but like, it was great because we were interested in the same things. When you grow up together, you just like the same things as each other, and it just works out way better. But yeah, so long-term relationships, yes. When you're older and you're in a long-term relationship, let's see, if it's past 2 years and you're in your mid-20s, you've been dating this guy for 2 years, I feel like get married. Let's get engaged, guys, because why are we with this person for so long and you're not getting married to them? It's already been 1 or 2 years, whatever it is. Like, I think past a year and a half, you should be thinking about getting married, because it's like, you're at the age, there's no point, like, you already know this person. If you're still with them, that means you're either thinking about getting married, or if you're not about the marriage life, I don't know. Why stay with someone for that long? low-key boring. Like, you can try other guys if you're not gonna marry them, you know? So it depends on the age, but even young, like, if you're staying with them for that long, like, I feel like over a year and a half, you guys are talking about marriage. It's just gonna come up. All right, let's get on with it, because I'm done with this. I'm done with this conversation. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm still depressed. Okay, that was so random. I am, though. Like, I've been for a long time, and last year and this year have been the lowest points of my life. And I know I'm joking and I'm smiling right now, but deep down inside, I cry a lot. It's fine. I'm just admitting this. How am I still productive while most of the time I don't want to be here? Oh my gosh, let's talk about it. Because I know a lot of college kids are going through the same thing. They are just working all the time in school, feel like they don't have a life outside of it, and are like, it's just gonna happen. You're just gonna be depressed at some point in your life. Honestly, how do I do it? You know, I don't give myself an option. When I wake up in the morning, yes, almost every single time I'd rather stay in bed all day and not do anything. Like, sometimes it's hard for me to take a shower. But I don't give myself the option to stay in bed. And if you stop giving yourself an option and just make it a habit that you start doing stuff, whether that just get up to brush your teeth, or just get up to make breakfast, or go on a walk, if you make it a habit every day, you won't feel as sad. And when you come home and maybe you go back in bed, you at least feel like you did something and you were productive. So it makes you feel a little bit better. Whether that be like going to the gym even. I feel like for me, the best 2 hours of my day is going to the gym, like I mentioned in the last episode. So that, if I can do that every day, I will feel good no matter what. Even if I'm sad the rest of the day, after I did that 2 hours in the gym, I feel great. Like, it doesn't matter what happens that day, I feel so much better. So find something. If you're depressed and you don't want to get up, or you just don't have motivation at all, don't give yourself like excuses. Just make something in your day a habit, so that when you do it, you feel better automatically. Even if you don't want to do it, even if you get up and you're like, oh, I could just skip, I could just sleep in today. Just do it, because remember how you'll feel afterwards. I always have to remind myself that I'm going to feel so much better afterwards, so I'm just going to go do it. And that is how I'm productive, when most of the time I do not want to be here. Oh my gosh, that's terrible to admit. It's okay. Let's continue. Transgenders. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh, this one's scary to talk about, but guys, I could care less if you chop off your penis, if you get a penis inserted. I don't know if that's a real thing. Can you, if you're a girl, can you buy a penis, sew it on? No, you probably can't. It'd probably be like rotten, just dangling. Okay, that's bad. Oh my gosh, that's bad. Okay, let's okay. Anyways, back to transgenders. I don't care. Like, be gay, be transgender, be bi, whatever. I don't care. You're allowed to like whoever you want. But let me just say, gosh, guys, I will get canceled for this. It's fine though. If you are changing your body, yada yada, you have a mental illness. It's not normal. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm canceled right now. This is where I'm canceled. This is just how I feel, and I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. If you are getting boobs inserted and you think you're a girl, I'm sorry, you're not. You are either born a guy or a girl, and I am not gonna. Oh gosh, okay. Yes, you're mentally ill. I'm sorry. Anyways, I will call you whatever you look like though, because I'm gonna be respectful. But just know, I don't think you're mentally ill. Moving on. I'm scared. Guys, I'm gonna die after this episode. Okay. OnlyFans and porn. I don't support guys, I feel like this is a big topic everywhere. I hear so many podcasters talking about this. I will never support porn or OnlyFans. Can we just get rid of it? I get people need to make money, but why are we feeding into this type of stuff? It's just like girls that are doing this are supporting the guys thinking and their obsession. And we're trying to get rid of that because it's not good and it's not healthy for them. And honestly, if you are a girl doing it and you're feeding into all these creepy men out there that want to watch you freaking shake your ass or have sex or whatever, it just says a lot about your character. And honestly, I could never be one of those girls, because I feel like every relationship ever that you'll have in your life, if they know, and it's public, so they'll know, if they know that you're doing that type of stuff, it gives out a vibe and you're automatically seen different. And I know some people like are fine with living that way, and good for you, like do whatever you want, but for me, for my sake, I could never go to a family reunion, see my grandparents, and know that I've been naked on a camera and they've probably seen. That's like my worst nightmare. I think that's like actually my worst nightmare, guys. I think I'd rather die. But I guess some girls are like, chill, grandpa, grandma, watch me. Okay. I also, this is kind of like similar to this. No, it's not actually. This is a totally different topic. Tattoos. How are we feeling about tattoos on girls, guys? Men that have tattoos, hot. Okay, we love them. We love a good sleeve. We love tatted legs, tatted knees. For me, at least, so good. Okay, guys. Any guys. Okay, also, it depends on the tattoos, because you can really look like a creep as a guy if you have, like, yeah, it just depends. But, okay, for girls, though, this is what I wanted to talk about. How do I feel about tattoos on girls? Okay, I have 3, well, 2. One of them doesn't count. I have a pause and play button on my foot, because, like I was saying, music has literally saved my life. So, that's a little, like, I know it's cringe, but, like, honestly, guys, deep down in my heart, that is how I feel. So I had to get it tatted because it means a lot. I have a tennis ball on my other ankle. My friend in high school did a stick and poke for me. It was the most painful experience of my life. She was trying to, like, talk to me while I was getting it done, and I was literally, like, tearing up. Guys, it was so painful. Also, I don't know if you can tell, I'm literally shaking because of this caffeine drink. Anyways, so painful. If you're thinking about getting a stick and poke, just get the freaking tattoo. Why would you put yourself through the pain, guys? It's not worth it. Unless you're like, okay, never mind, I'm not gonna go there. But yeah, just get the tattoo, because honestly, stick and pokes are never even. Anyways, like, if you want it to look good, just get a tattoo. And then I have this. It's so bright green, guys. It's supposed to be like my sweatshirt, but my skin didn't take it well. It's like a vine that wraps around my arm with 2 leaves at the end. Honestly, there's no backstory for this one. It's just, I liked the design, and people like to ask me what it's about, and I'm just like, growth, because that's what everyone says when they have something like this on their arm. Like, growth as a person. Yes. No, it wasn't. So I've liked it since I was a sophomore in high school, and then I was like, when I turned 18, I just scheduled the appointment and I just went. My parents didn't know, and my mom, I actually pranked my parents. I set my mom, so it was my grandma's idea. I was living with my grandparents at the moment, and my grandma was like, you should send your mom a picture of, like, a floral design on your arm, like a full sleeve, and, like, just, like, one picture, like a full floral sleeve on my forearm, and send it to her and say, Mom, I don't want you to be mad, but this is what I got. I did it because we were like, this is gonna be so fucking funny. Guys, she was at a restaurant with my dad, and my dad texted me, and he was like, London, like, you better be joking, because mom just left the table and she's like having a panic attack. She's like on the verge of tears. And I was like and it was great though, because when I showed them my actual tattoo, they were like, oh my gosh, thank goodness, like, it's just this small little thing. And but I felt so bad. My dad didn't really believe me because the picture I sent wasn't red, so it didn't look fresh, but my mom totally was like gonna have a meltdown, and I was like, oh, this is really sad. Oh, guys. But when they did see my actual tattoo, they were like, oh, it's cute. So it turned out great. And honestly, people don't even know that I have it. When I meet people, they're like, do you have any tattoos? I'm like, oh yeah, it's like on my arm, like it's out, like anyone can see it if they look at me, but it's so small. I got like a, what do you call it? Not micro, like the really thin lined ones. So people just don't notice it when they look at me, which is honestly great, because if I ever get sick of it, people won't notice it on me anyways, and it'll be really easy to take off if I ever want to get it removed, which probably will never happen, because like that's freaking painful and takes a long time. But another thing, while we're on like the tattooing body or like doing different things to your body, whatever, yada yada, thick eyebrows. I grew up with thick eyebrows. Guys would call me like a dude because my eyebrows were so thick, guys. Like, and I'm not even gonna lie, I looked like a little bro. I did. I looked like a young boy at the ripe age of 14, and I dressed like one too, so that probably didn't help. People were like, is she just a lesbian or is she a guy? Not lesbian, not bi. I'm actually very straight. Thanks. Shout out to my friend Ava that thinks I'm bi. Wait, she might not want me to to name drop, but I think she'll be fine. Literally, she was like, there's just a gay radar on everyone in London. You're giving bi. And tell me why my whole family says this too. Guys, I'm straight as they come. Obviously I think girls are hot. That makes me sound so bi. I'm not. Girls can be hot, but it doesn't mean I want to fuck them. Like, ew. Like, thinking of that, like, thinking of, like, touching another girl's vagina actually makes me want to throw up all over the place. Throw up on my dog. Yeah, anyways. I'm not bi. Why did we get onto that? I was talking about thick eyebrows. Where did we even go with this conversation? I don't know. Oh yeah, I was saying how I looked like a dude. Yes, I've had thick eyebrows growing up, and finally I trimmed these bad boys up, and they're looking on fleek, y'all, on fleek. I will never get on the thick eyebrow trend. People that are microblading them? Something. Like tattooing their eyebrows to be like massive? You guys are looking more and more like, guys, is that what we're going for? Well, maybe it is. Maybe you want to look like a dude, but every single person I've seen that has the extra thick, like, oh, when they like laminate them up and they're like extra thick with the lamination, it's just like, whoa, when I look at you, I feel like I'm just like, you're surprised to see me or something. Like, I'm so mean. It's giving like you're in shock all the time. But you look like a dude. Please fix this. And in Utah, it's such a big thing to go get those thick old eyebrows, and all these like 40-year-old, 30-year-old moms are getting them done, and I'm like, guys, this is gonna be a trend, but it's gonna go back to the thin eyebrows. Like, I already know it. We're gonna go back to the thin. They were just too good. That was such a nice era, and honestly, I could go thinner than this, and I feel like I would love it. So I might just do that. Well, you know, it's hard though to make the switch, because then if you keep plucking them thin, they won't grow back. So it kind of worries me. Sometimes I'm like, am I plucking too much? Because then when I'm older, my eyebrow, like, I might not have existing eyebrow, but then it's fine. Just like draw them on. There'll be new ways to like get your eyebrows done too. They'll probably like have like hair inserts you can like. Did I just like burp into this? That was weird. I had like a stomach like gurgle and then come out my mouth. Anyways, Yeah, there'll be like ways to insert hair into your freaking face when I'm older, so maybe I shouldn't have to worry about that. What else? What else? While we're on this topic, what else? Botox. Guys, I got a lip flip. I didn't tell my parents. I told my mom like the other week. Um, but I heard that you weren't able to like drink out of straws or like say your P's correctly. But okay, you can't tell anymore because I got it so long ago that you like have to keep going to get it done. Like it only lasts like not even a month, which kind of sucks because it was actually fucking painful. Like my eyes were watering. I was about to cry while she was doing it. That needle was not nice. But I did not have any problems. I could drink out of straws fine. And honestly, I didn't notice a huge difference. So I don't think I'll do it again. And if I ever do get my lips done, it might be filler. But even then, I really have not seen filler look great on anyone. And I know this is so controversial because people love filler in Utah and they're loving it in California too. There's so many places popping up right now where people are going to go get their lips done, but it migrates almost every time and your whole like bottom section of your mouth looks weird. It just never looks good. And maybe unless you have like the perfect shape of lips already and then you're just like adding to it like half a syringe or something, I feel like it can look good. But it's so rare that I see someone's lips be done and I'm just like, those are gorgeous, I love your lips, because I don't. Anything else like Botox related though, like if you get like the forehead one when you're like older, like I understand you don't want your wrinkles, but like I can't tell if you're actually happy most of the time when you smile. You're like if you're excited, you raise your eyebrows. Like I don't think their eyebrows can raise. I don't know. But it's just like the same face every time. It's like, why are we getting riddle? Why are we getting riddle? No, why are we getting rid of like facial expressions? Like why are we plastering our faces to be like one face constantly? It's so weird. And I just don't really support, but I don't know. Nose jobs, that's another one. I'm so sick of seeing nose jobs on TikTok. Let's get rid of that. Like, why does everyone need a sloped nose? I get if you're like really insecure, but guess what? In the end, when you go get your nose fixed, it's not gonna make you feel that much better unless your nose was looking like a freaking witch, like you know, one of those ones that are like But if that was a perfect way to describe it. If you just have like a normal nose and you want to get like a sloped nose, and I actually have thought about it before, but realizing that like doing like changing it is not going to make you feel any better. Confidence comes from within, y'all. You don't need to do anything to feel more confident unless you're really insecure. But okay, this is kind of mean, but honestly, just find confidence through doing other things, or just, I don't know, why are we changing, like, BBLs, that's another one. Why are we getting BBLs? They never look good. I have not seen one BBL that looks like an actual butt. It looks like you have a pillow a pillow sewn in your ass cheeks. It does not look good, guys. And even if you're like already a thicky queen and you go to the gym and you get one, I can tell that you have one. And then it's like, it's just not the same. I don't know if guys feel this way, and they probably don't care. They're probably just like, oh, thick ass, yeah, love it. But like for me, oh, so ugly. Boob jobs. Okay, we're going down the whole list, y'all. Boob jobs. I want one bad. And it's not like that I'm insecure. It's just I've had a flat chest since I was like young, and it's probably because I've worked out so much. But if I could get a boob job and just like look more like a girl when I wear like dresses or like cute clothes, then I think I would just like love that, you know? Like, and I'm not saying like I need like C, D, whatever. Guys, I barely fit in an A cup. This is what I'm saying. Like, I'd be happy with B's. If I could get a boob job and get B's, wonderful. But the boob jobs in Utah are going a little bit nuts right now. every mom looks like their back's gonna break, because you know they're like super anorexic skinny, and then they have these humongo boobies and no ass. It looks so bad. It's like so unproportional. Why are we doing that? If you like, you don't need giant boobs. You just need enough to look like a lady, you know? And that's what I want. Because when I was working out my chest a lot in the gym when I was like 17, I actually was low-key getting pecs, and I still have like this muscle. I don't have a shirt on under this, or I would show you guys. I still have this muscle right here from working out my chest so much that I like will look like a full-on ripped man, and if I wear like a 2-finger tank top, so I literally steer clear from those ones. But before, when I was 17, I was doing it so much, I looked so much like a dude, guys. I was just built upper body, and I was doing so much cardio that my legs were like sticks. So I was just like one of those gym bros that are all about the upper body, no legs, the ones that skip leg days. But I actually was one of those people. I did skip leg days because my legs are so sore from like running around doing cardio all the time. I just couldn't have it in me to do more, you know? But yeah, okay, I think I'm going to end it here because we're already past time, and I just kind of went on a rant about all these things. But I hope you guys love this episode, and I know it's random, and I know I've been doing them so random, but I think I'm loving this. Like, I think I'm liking the let's just talk about whatever. So comment on this one if you have anything you want me to talk about, just like I said in the last video, whether it be something in my life or just something people are interested in right now. I put a poll on the last one, like celebrities, like what you guys wanted to hear about, celebrities, deep combo, whatever. Just let me know. I'll most likely do it. I'll most likely talk about it. Yeah. Thanks for joining me. See you guys next episode. So also, I don't know if I'll have one ready for the next Monday after this, but I'm going to try and do, I know I was planning on just one episode a week, but as I'm starting out, I have so many things I want to talk about that I think I'm going to do 2 a week when I get back from my trip. But we'll see if I have the time for that. So, thanks for watching. See you guys next time, losers.